Hey guys, Brandon Oquindo out of Salt Lake City, Utah, real estate broker, entrepreneur. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe before we dive into today's information. I really appreciate you following. Hit that notification button. Today I wanted to talk to you about the 5 best things about living in Utah. This place is amazing. I love it here. I wanted to share some of those things. Number 1 on my list, seasons. I don't know where you live. I don't know what part of the country you're in, what part of the world you're in, but here in Utah, we get all 4 seasons. So that is incredible. I've lived in places where I haven't actually been able to get all 4 seasons. And so some people will say, hey, I don't like all the seasons. That's fine. But in my opinion, having all 4 seasons just makes you really appreciate the other season coming. By the end of summer, I am jonesing for winter. By the end of the winter, I'm ready for some spring. And so that's how it works here. But I love the seasons. Most people do. You get to experience them all: summer, spring, winter, fall. And getting to experience all those really makes you appreciate. Number 2 would be the mountains. Everybody here, for the most part, gets to experience the mountains. I, oddly enough, consider the mountains sort of like the ocean. The benefits of living in Utah is everybody gets to see the mountains. It doesn't matter where you live in this valley, you have an amazing view of the mountains. And that's sort of unique. If you live in like LA or you live in some of these places on the coast, you don't get to see the ocean all the time. The ocean's amazing and beautiful, and I really grew up loving the ocean because that's where I'm from, but I never got to see it unless I went to the ocean. Doesn't really matter where you live in Utah. For the most part, you have a majestic view of the Wasatch Front. Number 3, going into the mountains, recreation. Utah has some of the greatest recreation on the planet, arguably in the world. Get into the mountains in the summer, you can do camping, you can do hiking, you can do mountain biking, you can do trail running. In the winter, you got snowboarding and skiing and snowmobiling and snowshoeing. So you have all these recreational activities right in your backyard. And honestly, unlike a place like Denver, for example, where if you're in the city, and you want to get into the mountains where you're probably 2 hours away, in Utah, you can be in the city to the mountains in a matter of just maybe 20, 30, 40 minutes, depending on traffic. So it's really easy to access that recreation. And that makes it really unique too. That's why I think recreation should definitely be on that list. Number 4, city life. Utah is unique. I just mentioned that what's unique about Utah is that we have a city in the mountains. I think we're arguably the only state in the country that has the setup we do, where you can get from downtown to some of the best recreation in the world within 40 minutes, sometimes an hour, depending on where you're at. You can be to some of the greatest recreational places on the planet, and it's right in your backyard. You can be downtown having food, really enjoying that city life. Next thing, you can be up in the mountains. And so that's kind of unique. That's something that most states don't really offer. And last, some people might argue with this, but I moved here. I can tell you definitively, I've experienced it, the people. The people here are super, super nice. I don't know what it is. It still has that small town feel in some ways. And so the people here are generally just really, really generous. They're really empathetic, they're compassionate. You'll find that most people here are donating or they're helping people out. It's just kind of a really unique place to live. It's important to take care of your neighbor here, and I really love that cultural value. That's one of the things that really drew me to Utah and has kept me here all this time. Let's back up. Seasons, mountains, recreation, city life, people. Those are my 5 best things about Utah. I love it. I hope you love it. If you want some more information like this, make sure you're following my page. If you're looking to get a consultation to buy a property here, let me know. If you want to sell a property here, let me know. If you need help with business, let me know. That's what I do. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button below, and definitely hit that notification button. It'll let you know when I'm dropping new content.